What's up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here, and with the Destiny 2 beta right around the corner, many Guardians are asking about what story elements from the first game will be reintroduced and fleshed out in the sequel. Veteran Guardians are begging for even the smallest bits of information regarding several critical pieces of lore that were never provided any clarity in the vanilla game or any of the expansions, including the origins of the Awoken race, the fate of Marisov, what the darkness truly is, and the purpose of the Exo Stranger, to name a few. So many of these questions have yet to be answered, and according to the interview that took place with Destiny 2 director Luke Smith, may never be answered, and even worse, may not even be canon. When asked about the darkness and what exactly it was, Luke Smith responded saying, "At a point, just totally candidly, we had no idea what the darkness was. Straight up, we had no clue. We didn't know what it was. For a period, we chose we were going to lump all the races, and you can see this in the tool tips in the game, Minions of the Darkness. And we had taken all the races and said, they'll just all be the darkness. But that's not what the IP deserves. It's literally not. And so what we're doing with Destiny is we are deliberately telling a story about the light and what it means to be chosen. And as such, we are in the process of removing the term, the darkness, from the game." End quote. So based on the response from Luke Smith regarding one of these central elements of the Destiny narrative, it seems like the darkness is just simply being abandoned, and in some instances even removed from the text altogether. The creators themselves didn't even know what it was, and as a result, the numerous expansions brought the fans nothing new in terms of valuable information about the darkness. If that's not shocking enough, when asked about the Exo Stranger and if she would be making a possible return, Luke Smith gave an equally disappointing response and said, "The Exo Stranger is one that always makes me chuckle a bit, because I feel that's one character where we actually wrapped up the arc. She gave you a sweet gun and then dissolved, presumably off to do something else. So I feel like, of all our characters we've introduced and exited, we actually exited her effectively." End quote. Time to rant. Luke Smith's response seems so nonchalant and dismissive that I can't help but take offense to it. The answer is as much of a joke to me as the Exo Stranger's famous line stating, "I don't even have time to explain that I don't have time to explain."
I don't even have time to explain why I don't have time to explain.
Well, make time, honey, because apparently your whopping 4 minutes of screen time was sufficient to introduce you as a new character, bring up elements about some mysterious employer that we never get information on, somehow help her on her unclear quest, and then close her story arc by receiving a half-assed pulse rifle. And by the way, the gun she gives us sucks. But rest assured, the Exo Stranger was introduced and exited effectively, right? Despite the cryptic ties to the No Time to Explain exotic, the ties to Praetor's ghosts, and even Maya Sundaresh. But hey, what do I know? Okay, I'm done ranting. All in all, I feel that this conversation revealed quite a bit behind the sloppy narrative that defined the vanilla game in Destiny at launch. It simply was not well put together. Incomplete ideas that were haphazardly designed and implemented by the creators were given life, meaning, and purpose by the fans. So much so that several content creators even made a living analyzing and scrutinizing the details and deciphering bits and pieces of text strewn about in the Grimoire cards that now seem pretty meaningless. Oh, and by the way, they're also being removed from Destiny, and they won't be making a reappearance in Destiny 2. The worst part of all is that the creators themselves seem to give no value to some of the most crucial elements of the vanilla game. As a result, all of the theories and analyses are for naught. If the creators believe retconning and blatantly ignoring or abandoning story elements is an acceptable outing. To me, it seems like the canon of Destiny has been quite shaken. Destiny 2 will serve as a tabula rasa or blank slate that will propel the Destiny universe into the future, never looking back to see where it came from or to tie together the many loose ends that will forever be lost in time. It's incredibly frustrating. If stunts like the ones mentioned above are acceptable and complete, like the Exo Stranger, I worry about the future of the storytelling in Destiny 2. Well, despite the fact that the original Destiny narrative doesn't mean anything, I do have a very interesting video showing some undeniable ties to the Illuminati and the Destiny universe, so be sure to check it out. But guys, I'm done. If not, I'm just going to keep going on and on. So before it all gets dismissed as mere coincidence, I'm just done. Just don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and rant. It's the Inhuman one, signing out.